State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and the Arizona Cardinals. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go from Arizona. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Metcalf, the motion man. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and man, you can see why.
On first down, it's Richardson. And that ball incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
19, Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
To throw is Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Travion Richardson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly for game.
Come on, Warriors, 70.
On third down, Ward. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Stephanie. Panther 6, 19 tight, 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
To the air again. Ward. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away. Get back.
And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals. His 12th touchdown of the year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals 7, Lumberjacks nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
On the 6.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Hutchinson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll try to run for it. Richardson going to hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Dayton Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Now he takes off, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale. after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
18 more yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard
Let's go
line.
now. Ready, ready.
To throw, it's Richardson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Out quickly to Metcalf. And he's into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Vancouver.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Take over 1st and 10. They're on the 27-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Check smash. 60 boxes. 60 boxes.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. This one complete to Sutton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll get this out to Henderson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
Trip pass caught by Henry, tight end. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
Cardinals.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Flush to his right. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Lumberjacks 7.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Viking 18. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he'll be taken down as we take down to the 2-minute warning.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Go.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw is Ward. Flushed to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 6
All things
yards to
considered,
go.
it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This is 3rd and 6.
Back.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. To the pylon. He's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Cardinals. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 21-7 lead.
Lumberjacks 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Richardson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Out to his right. And finally, they'll bring him down. But he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
21 yards. 1st down, Lumberjacks.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready up.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
18 Radley, 18 Radley.
They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19. Cook 19. 79 Broncos. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Forced to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, Trent.
Ward to throw again. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Steady.
Richardson gonna look to throw. He's gonna air one out for Metcalf. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Mustang 19, Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Throwing, Richardson. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's in. What a drop. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
On the return, here comes Horton. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come on. 79, Bronco 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, sack. 70, Timberwolf. Dragon 60.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Initially, he actually was open down. Prevents the big play.
That's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Horton. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trap 60.
On play action, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Christian Harris, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
19, Tiger.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the 2nd half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Okay, break. Panther 11, Panther 11. Rig alert, rig alert. Mustang 19. Ready?
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
18, tight end. Check smash, check smash.
It's Richardson on the move. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
17 yards. That's good for Vancouver. 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll run. It's Barkley. He will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The Vancouver 1st down.
Here's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Nolan Smith getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
Okay, ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Back. Cougar 19. Trap 50, trap 50. Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Richardson to throw. That one taken in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Vancouver.
Touchdown, Vancouver.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Lumberjacks 21.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll air one out for Higgins. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Drop 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come 19, come 19.
To throw on second down is Wool. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go, Scott. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
19 tight, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air again, Ward. Quick hitting slant there. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Again, it's Wool. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
The look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Ward. And that is knocked away, incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Ready,
Richardson. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Lumberjacks.
Warriors 70. Check match, check match.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Hopkinson. Yeah, they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another Vancouver 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Good physical run, motoring forward for 9. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Rattler. 18, 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cuddy.
Now Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll run the sneak.
I love this call. You're basically answering yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Once again, it's Barkley. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. And I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go.
By Henry, the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Broncos. Let's go now. Traffic. 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll get this out to Henderson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Throwing again is Ward. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
This is 1st and 10. Metcalf, the motion man. They'll run to the right here with Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. held to no gain. Here's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Richardson, little to throw. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Metcalf, the motion man. A run with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Go!
Now Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Metcalf, the motion man. Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down, forthcoming. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to Barkley. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Richardson. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Vancouver.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only do they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
Lumberjacks 28, Cardinals 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lions. Ready?
Out of the gun, Ward. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket.
And that's are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover.